Some folks going to jail in this hip hop and music game. Starting with Justin Timberlake, of all people. Justin Timberlake was arrested for DWI. That's driving while intoxicated. They say Justin was on drugs. He was under the influence. And that's what DWI is, driving under. Well, DUI is driving under the influence, and DWI is driving while intoxicated. The differences are usually DUI is alcohol based, so it's driving while under the influence of alcohol, and driving DWI is usually driving while intoxicated on drugs, right? So Justin Timberlake was on drugs, and he was pulled over, and they arrested his ass. Sure did. Took him to jail. They say he had a little bit of coke in his system, a little bit of Molly in his system, and then if you've been doing drugs, if you've been drinking or whatever you've been doing at the party or whatever, hey man, catch an Uber, catch a Lyft, catch an Uber, use a designated driver. Don't get behind the wheel. You may feel like you have control, but you gonna slip. And if it's late at night, it's gonna be easy to catch you because it ain't gonna be too many cars on the road, right? So that's what happened to JT, man. Old JT, man. Crimea River JT, man. God dang, man. They got him. DWI. It happens to the best of us. And luckily, it was a blessing that he didn't hurt himself. He didn't hurt anybody else. He was just driving late at night, probably on a late night creep, on a little, one of them little missions. Or maybe he was coming from a party or whatever he was doing. He wasn't supposed to be driving though. So yeah, JT got caught, man. And again, it happens to the best of us. It can happen to the NSYNC Golden Boy. It can happen to my brother Shed, called a DUI. Yeah, my brother Roger called a DUI. And it is it's a major setback when you do the DUI or the DWI, because you got to go to classes. You got to try to get your license back. For some folks, they have to breathe into they make them have to breathe into a breathalyzer thing to start your car. They may take away your license for about 5 years and your ability to drive, and then, it's gonna cost you money, time, and bullshit that you don't want to go through. So don't be like this guy. Don't be like that guy. Because they'll catch you. They're gonna catch up with you, man. Again, they were saying you could see it in JT's eyes. You could see the drugs in his eyes. You see how they all glossy and they kind of look like they, kind of like a cat, kind of reddish even. Hey, it happens to the best of us. Don't feel too embarrassed if you do get caught driving while intoxicated. But you shouldn't be doing that.
All right. Well, you got a pretty good balance.
Thank you.
And then if you are asked to do a breathalyzer and you refuse to breathe into the tube, you refuse a breathalyzer, you're pretty much going to go to jail off top. But then that might be, for whatever reason, you might not want to prove that you was really, really drunk. So you don't want to do the breathalyzer. But sometimes if they don't ask you to do a breathalyzer, they might ask for a field sobriety test. And this is kind of a dramatization of what a field sobriety test would be like.
All right.
They might ask you to do your ABCs backwards.
Thank you.
They might ask you to
step, bump,
to walk in a straight line,
step, bump,
or in this case,
5, 6, 7,
to do a little dance and be on beat.
Step, bump,
Be on beat.
step, bump,
See,
step, bump,
this is where counting bars came in handy.
Kickball change, step, clap.
Okay.
5,
1,
6,
7,
7,
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
You
8.
know what
1,
would be
2,
good is
3.
if you hit kicked and then you
He
kind of
almost kicked her in the face.
did that and then a barrel turn. And
I
then,
thought he was finna damn near do a
you
cartwheel.
know,
That was good.
that would be.
That was
you know,
really good. You a dancer?
No, not a. I'm just drunk.
Yeah, very. And that's the last thing you want to do. You do not want to incriminate yourself. You do not want to tell on yourself. Again, whatever you say can and will be held against you in the court of law.
You're listening to Dozha Told Ya Radio.
I'm just saying. So, it happened to Glorilla a couple of months ago. You know, we talked about that. Even my sister Jody Smith, she caught a DUI and she quit drinking. You know, so it can happen to anybody, man. Don't feel too bad if it happens to you, but it actually happened to old Justin, man. Justin Timberlake went to jail. The officers say his eyes were bloodshot and glassy. A strong odor of an alcoholic beverage was emanating from his breath. After being pulled over, Timberlake told the cops, "No, I'm not doing a chemical test. I refuse. And it's not a chemical test, bro. You know, so they knew there was something wrong. Timberlake was drinking at the American Hotel bar with friends in the Hamptons before he got in his car. The officers say they saw him run through a stop sign and swerve in a lane. So again, he was in the Hamptons, rich part of town, but you know, it could happen to even the rich folk. And they got him. Saw him run through the stop sign and swerve a little bit. Swerve right, swerve left, swerve right. He thought he was doing the Webby song. You know what I'm saying? And Boosie swerve on him. You ain't never had shit. Swerve on him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, swerve on him. Nah, you don't want to swerve on him. So, hey, swerve right, swerve left, run stop sign, run a light. Yeah, you going to jail, buddy. You going to jail if you get caught. So, again, if you are intoxicated and you have to get behind the wheel because you have to get home, don't. Call an Uber, call a Lyft, call my cousin at TOLDY.LLC.com, TULDE LLC, the ultimate luxury driving experience. He'll come pick you up. Damn, no matter where you at, cuz will come get you. Yeah, man. The ultimate luxury driving experience. TOLDY.LLC.com. TOLDYLLC.com. Excuse me. I said it wrong, but I've been drinking and I've been smoking a little bit. Not really, but whatever. Just call a ride. Get a ride. Get somebody to pick you up. Get a designated driver. Don't get behind the wheel. It's not worth it. Okay?